The SMACNA-Kansas City chapter recently created a Young Executive Committee. Chapter exec Stacey Smyly is going to tell us about this new committee.
Well, it started out of a board meeting around election time when we realized that a lot of our board members were nearing retirement and that we needed to develop some of the younger workforce to take over those positions as the older generation moved on. So we established a group of young executives in the Kansas City area, and we targeted ages 27 to 42. And this group acts as a springboard for them to network, exchange ideas, and enhance their professional development and leadership skills.
What was one of the primary goals of the committee?
Well, we wanted to encourage them to be more active within SMACNA-Kansas City and as well as SMACNA National, and to learn about what kind of services and things that both of those organizations provided.
When did the Young Executive Committee get started?
It started in January of 2010. Our committee chairman is Carson Cates of Cates Sheet Metal, and we started with a letter that went out to our contractors asking them for suggestions of people to be on this committee. And we started with about 10 or 11 individuals, and then we did a recruitment drive at about our third meeting, and Carson had asked each of the original members to bring someone else, a guest, to the next meeting. And they were social events, they were fun events to start out with, and we more than doubled our membership, and it has over 20 members now. We have 2 seats on the board for the Young Executive Committee. One is for the chairman or chairperson, and the other seat is for a rotating member, and it changes each month, and they get to come and sit in on a board meeting and kind of see what it's all about. And we also invite our board members to the Young Executive Committee meetings so that they can act as mentors, talk about SMACNA National or other topics that we've selected for them to talk about. And the Young Executive Group has really become my go-to group to discuss what kind of education topics I need to bring to my members, what new technology is going on out in the industry right now. We're talking about social media, anything that pertains to the young leadership and management group that we need to engage in our association and look for them to take over leadership of these companies and be involved in SMACNA both locally and nationally.
Does the committee have a goal for the future?
The goal for the future is to continue to grow leadership, grow membership. Carson reaches out to individuals that aren't members of SMACNA within the Young Executive Group in those companies and asks them to come and join and participate, and then they can learn more about SMACNA and maybe go back and bring their company into membership. So he does help us grow our membership. His group also is very active in working with our associate member group, and they help grow that membership as well. They've also talked about some recruitment activities that they might do, going out and recruiting that mid-level management area within companies. You know, with the economy right now, that hasn't been the immediate concern, but in the future they would like to do some recruiting. And otherwise, we're just going to continue to try and keep them active and move them into roles within SMACNA locally and SMACNA nationally.
Well, Stacey, thank you so much for sharing that information with us.
You're welcome.